G'day guys and welcome. My name is Michael and I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer and welcome to Pathfinder Curse of the Crimson Throne, our Pathfinder 2nd edition adventure where we take these wonderful Patreons on an epic quest into the lands of the Pathfinder world of Galarion as they try to save the city of Korvosa from itself. Joining me today are of course none other than the infamous and amazing Twiff playing Padrig. I kind of muddled those two in my head there. Padrig, of course, our gun-slinging hero, I'd say. Hero? Vigilante? Doling out some 6-shooter justice.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. And then, of course, accompanying Padrig is none other than the pixie optimist Holly, our fairy rogue, played by the wonderful and amazing Malakisa. Hey, Mally, how you doing?
Hello.
And last but not least, joining us on the table is none other than our Kitsune Druid, the person who has single-handedly been spending almost all, if not most, of his resources fighting spiders and keeping everyone alive, is none other than Dante, played by our dear friend Rykon. Hi, Rykon.
Hello.
All right. Now, as you can tell, we are a couple players down today. We, of course, do wish them well, but these players are, of course, none other than our dear friend Ire Janasi, who plays the role of Quinn, our investigator, and Chad, our dear friend, playing the automaton Fido. But, of course, life, things, adult life, whatever, all of this stuff kind of rolls in together. And we hope that wherever our dear friends happen to be, that they are happy, that they are well, and that they know that they are loved. Because that's how this works. D&D and Pathfinder and all that, it's about love. And that's where we're here to share our love of stories, tales, adventures, and games with you, fine people at home. Now, before we get off into this game, let's give a quick shout out and thank you to our sponsors. Thank you so much to the guys who support our channel and allow us to keep going. We have, of course, a thanks to Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on stream right here for all the lovely players. Thank you to Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects you will hear throughout the game as we play. And, of course, a huge thank you to, of course, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. If you have any questions about any of these things, please don't hesitate to ask. Now, I do see that we have Calindria in chat. Hi, Calindria. Calindria has pointed out as well, we do have a Patreon, which I am very, very bad at plugging. So these games here are actually all Patreon games. So my channel and the reason why I'm able to eat at night is because these amazing people support me. We do have one seat left on this table. If anyone is interested, it is a $50 a month donation. It's almost a game a week. I mean, sometimes, obviously, as a performer myself, I have certain shows that line up. But beyond that, we play a weekly game. We have a good time. And that's about it. All right. You guys excited? Yeah.
Yes, we
Super
are.
excited.
Hell yeah. That's what I want to hear. All right.
Really slow on the unmute.
It's fine. All right. Lastly, guys, any Dead Aussie Gamer show comes with, everyone knows this. You guys in the audience are my bread and butter. You guys are the guys who make my adventure great, because what we do here is a very interactive stream. You guys in the audience can influence the game as we're playing by use of either channel points or by donating to the stream. Now, for $5, you can grant someone a hero point or a jinx point. Hero point, you can kind of see over by Dante there, can be used to gain advantage on rolls, to petition the GM for stuff that isn't necessarily in the rules. It can even be used to stave off death. Jinx points are kind of like the opposite of that, where it's more like I can counter hero points, I can boost up my enemies, or I can force players to reroll. That's kind of how that works. Next up, of course, for $10, we get a plot twist, where I draw from the deck of plot twists 3 cards, and you get to pick one that immediately activates. This can add tension to an already tense situation, or give the players the escape they need from dire circumstance. For $20, you can grant any player of your choice, or myself, the coveted golden nat 20, which can be used to have a nat 20. because that's how that works. You just get a nat 20 because it's what it is. And nat 20s are amazing, and we love nat 20s. Next up, for $50, you can increase the difficulty of one of the boss encounters or provide a magic item to a person of your choice. This item can be a homebrew item, or it can be an item found on the Archives of Nethys, as long as it's roughly within 1 or 2 levels of the player's current level. Which for you guys are currently level 3, yeah? Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
And lastly, we have
Yes.
our big ticket item, the secret menu item. Now, in Korvosa, there are a great many individuals here that offer themselves in the way of law enforcement. We have, of course, the Korvosan Guard, who travel through the city and have pretty much been stretched thin in order to try and keep Korvosa safe. It's why our players, our characters, have been tasked with aiding and bolstering the forces of the presence of the guards. That's kind of the nature of the game that we're playing. There are 2 other factions. The first is the Sable Company Marines, who are kind of knights that ride on hippogriffs. And the third we haven't really encountered yet. And our group hasn't really made any good sway one way or another with that group. Let's say that the secret menu item is an introduction to that group, along with a potential ally or enemy as determined by whomever donates the secret menu item. So that is going to be the secret menu item. Now, again, secret menu items are secret, so they only get mentioned once in the game. If people want to find out about them, they can ask during the show, and it's up to you, the audience, to let them know or lie to them. I mean, try not to lie to them. I mean, we do like to, give people what they pay for. But yeah, there you go. All right, I think that's it. Are we good? We caught up? Fantastic. Well, without any further ado, let us begin. Our journey begins as the sun begins to cross the sky above Korvosa. Just after lunchtime, our group has managed to go shopping at the various establishments throughout the city, providing their commerce to a few local shopkeepers, a warforged-looking blacksmith, a rune carving dwarf, and several other trinket vendors and bauble shops littered around the glorious city known as Korvosa, as we can see here. The best deals are, of course, in Old Town, or Old Korvosa, which is where our story currently picks up. At a small coffee shop where Patrick, Holly, and Dante agreed to meet after they had acquired the materials that they needed. You all, one by one, you all gather around, sit down by the coffee shop, which is run by a what looks to be a gnomish individual. This gnomish individual is called Sweeney. He has a rather proper disposition. Like, he kind of has like a little jacket on. He's comes out with these very, very fresh and very piping hot coffees that he places in front of you. They're all very aromatic, should we say, giving the coffee shop that constant smell of freshly roasted coffee grounds. All right, the scene is yours.
I just want to sit here and drink coffee for a while. This smells really good.
So, Patrick is sipping his coffee and thinking back on how his memory of the past few days is a little fuzzy. Trying to recollect what we've gone over and what our next steps are.
As Patrick looks into his coffee, memories of the last few days waft into his in mind, along with the smell of the coffee. The sign of fire rising up from behind the keep, signs that the king of Korvosa is dead. The riots and the sounds of chaos in the streets as thugs and bandits looted various houses and places of business. The finding of a strange and mysterious artifact in the possession of a giant. Where did you find the brooch? Did you find it with the Otu?
The brooch, I think we found with Gadrin.
Gadrin, right. So yes, you recall the brooch that you had found in the possession of an underworld mobster, which you then presented to the Queen of Korvosa. Newly widowed, showing gratitude, she had sent you to go and assist with the guards. The guards themselves, stretched very thin, sent you to look into a matter involving some deserters who were running a shop, a butchery, as it were. And whilst there, you'd uncovered a deadly ring of cannibalistic kind of undercuttings, as many of these soldiers were selling victims of their violence to the people of Korvosa. Something that you, thankfully, with the aid of the other guards, has managed to put an end to. Using some of the rewards, you have decided to go shopping, and that is where you guys are now.
We should go back to the house and take a really long rest. And then we should go back to the garden and see what other help we can give. Because I think we should keep helping out.
I mean, that's pretty much what we've signed up for at this point. I don't really have much better plan. A rest sounds fantastic. And yeah, let's go see if there's any more jobs for us to do.
Awesome. Let's do that. Because I'm really tired and my clothes are dirty and I need a bath.
Our heroes finish off their midday coffees, pay the barista, and make their way back to their abode, a small house belonging to the spirit of Zalara, a Varisian woman who had suffered at the hands of the mobster Gadrin Lamb. Our heroes had managed to somewhat put her to rest by defeating Gadrin and avenging her son, but she had sensed an evil lingering over Korvosa and thought that in the days to come her aid might be needed in regards to our heroes. So the spirit now resides in a small deck of playing cards, which is currently in the group's possession. You gather at the house and you rest. You guys will now gain the benefit of a long rest. Presuming you guys want a long rest and not a short one.
Yeah, no, I'd take the benefits of a long rest.
I would like a long rest.
All right, and for the purposes of continuity in regards to the little bits of changing that I did as far as my multi-classing, on the way back, since we've got a new place that we're staying, essentially we've got a free house because she's dead. She's not going to kick us out. Padraig's going to stop by his old rooms and pick up some of his old stuff, including his old spell book. And while we're taking that long rest, he will refamiliarize himself with those studies that he had started but had gotten sidetracked.
All right. You begin to read and pore through a variety of colorful books, each of which depicting the methods and means of the arcane arts. Slowly but surely your memories start to click in as the basics come back to you, and you feel that a welling inside of you that you thought you had long forgotten, as magic once again begins to kind of dance on your fingertips. It's very, very small, but it's there. It's a spark. All right.
With that, before we take a long rest, as a little gesture of kindness, I will cast Prestidigitation on Holly's clothes.
While
Clean 'em up
Holly's
for
in the
her.
bath, you cast prestidigitation, and Holly, your clothes are clean and pressed when you emerge.
Oh, thank you so much. That is so nice
Yeah.
of you. Can you do this like all the time?
Uh, yeah, usually as long as I've got it in my head. There may be some days where
It was at this point our heroes decided to open up a laundromat instead of going out and
shoot, gold just rolls on in.
yeah, that's it. Billion
Yeah,
gold.
no, there may be times where I've got to think on some other things. I'm out of practice. It's been a long time since I've really looked at this stuff, so there's only a couple of things I can do a day. But whatever I've got memorized for the day, I can do it pretty much as much as I want. I will make sure. Hey, and you know what? I'll make sure everyone's clothes are clean.
All right, you make sure that Dante, Fido, and Quinn's clothes are clean. Now, Fido and Quinn mention that they kind of want to look into what had happened with the Sable Company Marine that you had bumped into today. Earlier on today. This individual seemed to have a very, very strong grudge against you, and the both of them say that they want to find out more, just so that they might be able to try and ease a little bit of the tension that might be there, and say that it's still a good idea, and think that you guys should probably go to the guards and see what else there is to do, and we'll meet up with you guys once we have an idea of where we're going.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Can we go return the ring to Emily? Because I think that would be a nice thing to do.
I see no problems with this.
Okay. Do you know where Emily is?
No, but we know who she is, and we have the information on who the investigator was.
Okay. Very well. Make a. Yeah, make a society check to see if you can track down where Emily might happen to be. 15? The city is quite vast, and you have no leads as to where Emily might be. You have no way of determining one person within the city without having any contacts or any connection to Emily.
All right. Can I give it a try too?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that just dropped it. Roll it. Let's try that again.
Can I tempt a more
There we go.
diplomatic approach? The only reason why is because I have nothing really for bonus in society.
No, this is about.
No, that's fine.
No, this is about seeing if you can find a lead.
Patrick.
24.
24. Looking at the ring, you actually see that there is a maker's mark. This maker mark is very common to a lot of jewelry and the like, and there is a small jewelry shop run by a dwarf that matches this mark that you're aware of.
To start, we can maybe go there and talk to him and see if he can direct us to who purchased this.
Let's try that.
All right, do we want to do that before or after we check in with the guards?
I will be honest, I'm still limping a little bit. Maybe something that doesn't require so much fighting might be a good thing to do today.
All right. I mean, have we informed the guards that we've been successful They know that the job has
yes,
been done.
remembering that you were accompanied by a large group of guards who assaulted the butcher after you had raised the alarm.
And they told us they were interrogating them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we don't have to go and let them know the job's been done. Yeah, sure. Let's. I will lead the way to the jewelry shop, since I know where it is, and see if we can get this ring back to its owner.
All right, certainly. Making your way across town, you find yourself. 8 hours from midday, so it's about 10 p.m. currently. As you make your way towards the jewelry shop, so it is actually quite dark. Making your way there, the jewelry shop is, of course, closed, as it normally should be around this time of day. And you knock on the door. A light that is on the inside of the house makes its way towards the door and opens, revealing a rather stout dwarven woman who looks you up and down. She says, "Aye, how can I help you?"
Hi, we're trying to get this ring back to the owner because something bad happened, and we were wondering if you could help us find the owner. And I show her the ring.
Looking at the ring, she well, first of all, she's a little taken aback by your you saying something bad had happened. But then looking at the ring, she realized, I do remember this. I made this very special piece for a man who came in wanting to give a present to his wife. Where did you say you find it?
Well, Gadrian Lamb had it and we have the guy's name. I forget his name though. So I say the guy's name. So Gadrian Lamb had it and he hurt the man. So we really want to give it to his wife, but we don't know who his wife is or how to find her.
Oh, poor lamb. She looks at the three of you who are here, and she realizes that you're probably not of any danger of any kind. She says, if it's all the same to you, dear, it sounds as though that maybe there might be a bit of danger surrounding this ring and your acquisition of it. If you want, leave it with me. I'll make sure that it gets home.
Okay, thank you. We just wanted to try to give her at least something back of her husband, even if we can't give her him back.
No, I
just because I've been too trusting of people in the past. How do I do an insight check in this
perception
game?
check.
Perception. All right.
Holly trusts everybody and Hendrik trusts nobody.
Yeah. All right. So, and remind me, because we just discussed this actually. So I have assurance in perception, which I have to choose whether to either go with the assurance roll or roll it.
Correct. Assurance is just you get a 10, or it's treated as though you've gotten 10 on your.
Yeah, it's a 10 plus my proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I'm gonna go with that because that'll give me a 17.
All right. With a 17, you look this woman up and down. It is late, obviously, and you kind of came to her. It would be very unusual, should I say, if something untoward were the case here. Okay. Mostly because, again, it's not like she came to you and said, "Hey, give me this thing." It was you know what I mean? You're definitely kind of like, okay, well, even if it is something, worst case scenario, she's trying to maybe steal the ring. And the worst case scenario isn't actually overly concerning, if that makes sense.
Yep. No, seems legit. So, that's cool. I will let her know who we are and how to contact us should there be any difficulty in getting the ring to Emily, or if Emily has any questions on the finding of it and needs to talk to us.
I know, but not a problem. I'll be sure to pass it on.
All right.
She takes the ring with a bit of reverence almost, like like it's no longer just a ring to her. It's like a memorial kind of thing. And she says, "Well, if there's nothing else I can help you with, it is late, and I do have work in the morning."
I
Thank you
understand
so much.
absolutely.
We
We
really
appreciate your help.
I thank you. And with that, she closes the door. You well done. You guys have done a nice and charitable thing.
Indeed.
And now back for more sleep because I think we need more rest.
Dante can attempt to help elevate things with the healer's tools he has.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably still. I mean, if it's late at night, we might as well head back and set off again in the morning after resting up some more.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone's in
Ollie's still
tip-top
limping.
shape.
Ollie is definitely still limping.
All right. So you want to rest more? Just keep on with the downtime.
Yeah, keep more downtime and do
Dante
another
would at least like to use the healer's tools he has to at least help everyone heal a bit more.
Sure, not a problem. All right.
Give me a moment. Actually, I'm not going to attempt the DC 20 check.
All right. I seem to be at full HP, so don't worry about me.
Yeah. Sadly, if I remember correctly, Fido is not with us, so I can't exactly help them.
No, but you do find yourself with a insight bonus here. You've taken a little bit of time to again heal up and the like, and you find that your instincts are telling you that your resting for the night is fine and dandy, but perhaps speaking with the captain of the gods might be better to do tonight. Mostly because if you just kind of disappear on them, it kind of sends across a different kind of message.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I just figured it was late. They might be off shift, but
Okay.
we're gonna check in.
If that's the case, can I get some healing, pretty please, Rycon?
Yes. And here comes the
Or Dante,
medicine
sorry.
check. That is a critical success.
Very nice. That would be 4d8.
I saw how long that lingered on the one though.
It lingered
It
on
roll
the
It was
It
there
did
for
not
a while.
go off the one for me.
It was there for a while.
So Holly, you get 48. There it is.
Does that also get rid of the wounded condition?
No, you're actually resting well.
Give me a moment because I think the expanded does. Let me double check.
Oh, if it does, then yes. But it's neither here nor there. Do you expect to be fighting? Like, are you gonna go?
No.
Are you gonna go punch the god captain? I mean, if you do, then sure.
I mean, they may send us on a mission. I don't
Because don't
know.
forget, you are also in the middle of the street right now, and you have people who are out here and looking at an injured fairy getting treated by someone perspective here. There is a criminal element that is lurking around, and if you guys do decide to just stop where you are in order to take 10 minutes to perform medical treatments in the streets, that's it's up to you. I'm not gonna.
I think
I'm
maybe
not
we could do that when we get to the guard place. Just say, hey, we're checking in. Also, can we have 10 minutes to bandage your leg?
Yeah. So Holly, you are getting essentially 25, but you only have 9 left.
Yeah, I'm good.
Dante is going to attempt a DC 20 on himself.
Very well.
And that is a critical on a DC 20.
Very well.
Which is an increase of an additional plus 10 on top of the 48. Which, technically, I only needed the one.
So, I don't know why you're rolling it then.
Well, no, I needed the one extra because I was at 20 reduced.
Oh, right. I thought you said you only needed to heal one. I was like, then why are you rolling
no.
48? That makes more sense. Good. Whew. Okay. Anything else you wish to do? Now, keeping in mind, this is now officially taking you 20 minutes in the streets, so I need you guys to roll me a deep percentage, please. 2 of them.
Everyone?
Well, whoever gets there first, that's what you get. Actually, you know what? Let's get the audience to do this. Audience, roll an exclamation D100, please. I need 2 of them, and we will pick them from the crowd. I think that's a better idea.
It's a bit more fair on that one.
I feel like Patrick would have been trying to keep an eye out.
Oh yeah, no. You can make
this.
But Patrick, you can make a perception check as you're doing so. Like I said, this is just not a wise idea. But look, if you want to make the rolls, this
recommended. Recommended we do this at
Bandicoots and Marcus's. That's what we're taking.
All right, so here we go. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see. So I got a D4. Here we go.
By the way, Holly, click on where it says wounds on your sheet and
right, that
remove
is
it.
I don't know how to do that.
So that is
on main. Click on where it says wounds.
86.
And then just press space bar.
And next, we have 3, which is 1, 2, 3, 47. All right. 47. Let's see. So we have an 86 and a 47. All right. This might get interesting. One moment while I set this up real quick. Talk among yourselves as you are mending your weary and tired bodies.
I can't get rid of my wounds, by the way.
I'll get rid of it. It's fine.
I figured. Thank you.
Nope. No one wants to talk among themselves.
Patrick's just kind of continuing to question why we couldn't wait until we got to the guards to do this, but hey, if anyone jumps us, at least you're going to be feeling better.
Dante went shopping and was really excited to use the stuff he went shopping.
I know, guys, but
Holly appreciates shopping. Right? Of all of the things she appreciates, she understands the desire for shopping.
Okay. Now, Dante, I need you to remove the healing you've just received, just for the time being. We will add it later on, maybe.
Oops. But Holly gets her healing, right?
Yes, Holly's healing is fine. Nothing happens in that first, 10-minute window.
Thanks, Marcus.
All right, here we go. Beautiful. And let's add in there. Nighttime. Beautiful. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the maps that I use, then go and check out Neutral Party. Neutral Party have a bunch of amazing maps that are ready and available for whatever game you need. Also, I highly recommend 2-Minute Tabletop, because we can make games, make maps and make encounters literally this quickly. All right, so let's go with random encounter generator. Here we go. All right, so we have Dante over here. Let's put you over here. Actually, there we go. You're over here. Actually, where's the... Here we go. No, over here. This is where the house is. So you're just outside where this person is selling the jewelry and the like. We have Holly. Did you bring Penny out this evening?
I always bring Penny out. Penny is always with me.
Yep. And then we have, of course, our dear friend Padrig.
And I can't see the map.
That's okay. I haven't finished it.
Yeah, he hasn't shown it yet.
All right. Now you've got your Corvid companion. Now Dante is your Corvid companion with you.
I would say yeah, but they would probably be on my shoulder.
On your shoulder? Okay, sure.
So for the time being, just like have them somewhere else.
Sure. There we go. I can just get rid of that. All right. Let's see. Rolling randomly. Rolling randomly. Let's see what attacks my girl.
Rolling randomly is the best thing.
All right.
Nothing can go wrong here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nothing at all.
Nope.
Beautiful. I love this. Okay.
In a trench coat.
They want to have some wares.
All right. Well, what do we get for our perception check? 13? All right. Let's see.
Yeah, because I forgot that I should just not roll and take the 17 pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, you do
Oh,
still see
God.
something, though. All right. So,
Okay.
last little thing here.
Fantastic. Holly is going to get eaten again.
Maybe.
Hey, at least you're fully healed.
There is that. For when I get eaten again.
All right. Here we go. That is horrifying, but sure, why not?
Oh God, when he says it's horrifying, I get really worried.
As long as it's not the mobile garbage disposal.
No, he's gone. All right.
Oh God, an elder brain dragon. Oh my God, no.
Yes.
Dude, what's wrong with you? Why are you like this?
It's that Atoya coming back for revenge.
All right. 1.
Who hurt you, Astralis Place?
A GM.
The GM hurt him. Aw.
Oh, I didn't see the wandering Tara-esque.
Yeah, their wandering Tarrasque is really bad.
Yeah, but that somehow sneaks up on everybody in the city. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just wandering the streets, you know. It's the local thing, like, you know, the living statue guy in the in the park, and then you got the wandering Tarrasque who, you know, stalks the streets and just eats you.
Yeah, that's it, you know. And he goes,
I don't think he
man,
has
give us your wallet, see?
Yeah, I don't think
Give us
Dag
your
has that many
wallet.
elder brain dragons. He does have a lot of head in his game, though. Like Dag has a lot of like severed heads everywhere.
I do. All right, here we go. Whew. Sorry about the delay.
What the?
This is
Okay.
how...
Don't worry about it.
All right, there we go. And as we commence, while our heroes attempt to patch up their fresh wounds, the smell of blood and the various herbs and chemicals that are used to treat the wounded get picked up by the very, very sensitive olfactory senses of a creature often found skulking at night. A series of large Korvosan rats sort of circle around the smell. Seeing Holly as small prey being treated, they didn't lunge immediately. They kind of stayed wary, but when Dante started working on himself, they decided to make a break for it. So they're a little bit of a way off. They're like, again, they're just kind of observing. Padrig, you notice these beady yellow eyes sort of glowing in the dark around you. And we go into initiative. but the rats get to go first. Can I get a perception check from... just a regular perception check from Holly and Dante, please? Your target number is 13. Also, I rolled randomly on the table for rats as well. On the table as well was actually a sewer barracuda. Don't know, because,
Sure.
just middle of the street, just sewer barracuda.
Aw.
It just leaps from manhole to manhole.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be kind of funny. All right, so the rats begin their move. Starting with rat number
now-
1, who is
Now
going
we
to
need you
go...
to show us the map.
Yes, there you go. And
Map
I'm also
of it.
going to unlock your token so that you can move. All right, so first up, first action, the rat runs over and attempts to bite Dante. Now, Dante, you took the healing off you, yeah? Dante?
Yes.
Yep. Cool. All right. 17 will miss, unfortunately. It will try again with its second attack. And will also miss. The screeching of these tiny little vermin sort of pierces the night as the second one rushes for much the same. Oh, that one will also...
It's a good thing I'm noticing these things.
Oh yeah, because you're not flat-footed against these attacks. All right. Next up, the third giant rat. This one is going for Holly. Now, Holly, you are unfortunately flat-footed for this round.
I was admiring the shopping because Dante got shiny things, and I was being polite about the shopping.
You absolutely were.
That being said, you didn't put my hit points back.
Your hit points are fine. Yeah.
No, they're not.
They're not?
No. I've still got nine hit points missing.
Oh, okay. So hold on. How much did you heal? 19. Then
It
20?
was
I
it
should be
was
at max.
full,
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. Yep.
Yeah, Give me my hit points.
Yeah. Okay. So you can adjust your hit points, I think, but not your wounded.
I tried and it wouldn't let me do it.
Okay, cool. I'll just good to know for the next time. I will keep that in mind. All right. So the first of the rats lands a bite as it moves out and attacks you. Its teeth sink into you, and you take 7 points of damage.
There we go.
Oh hey, I
and
walked back to what I healed.
There we go.
Fortitude save. Critical success.
Whoa.
You stave off from the nastiness of its bite. It's going to attack you again, however, with its second attack, and will critically miss.
Oh, thank God.
Let's see what happens with this. Alright, with a critical miss, you deal the attack's normal damage to yourself instead of the target. The rat bites its own leg. Actually, you know what? No, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to have the rat... the rat will bite its own leg. As it sort of does 6 points of damage to itself.
I'll take
I was gonna
that.
say at least the leg or the tail.
Yeah. The next rat rushes past, moving past both Holly and Penny, towards Padrig. This will attempt to chomp and bite into Padrig's arm, missing with the first attack. And for the second, that looks like a solid hit. The rat deals 4 points of damage. And you save against the condition associated with it biting you. All right, Holly, you're up next.
I am not happy right now. I am going to stab a rat.
Okay. Drawing out your weapon as an action, or drawing two weapons if you want to get both your daggers out. They're both shiny and new as they seem to be inscribed with magic runes.
They absolutely are shiny and new looking and inscribed with magic runes. And I am going to use Twin Feint.
Twin Feint, not a worry. Your first action, you are going to make a check to try and feint to give it the flat-footed condition.
Yes. So that is what check? That's deception, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Once I find it, there it is. Does that work?
Okay, so 15. Now this is just a melee attack, or it uses the same stats as the melee attack. So its AC is 15, so that will succeed.
Okay.
Oh no,
What is
against
it?
the perception DC. Sorry, my apologies. So that is still 15 as well. But yeah, okay, cool. So that's the
Okay.
15.
So, flat-footed on the rat.
Yes.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
That is a miss.
Ouch.
So as you swing, you kind of try to lure the rat into a trap, and as you stab it, the rat seems to be switched onto your maneuver and dodges out of the way. We then go to Padrig.
All right. I am going to reach back into my memory, and I am going to do a melee attack with Produce Flame on the rat that bit me.
Very nice.
I am upset about that, so this is how I do it. All right, that is a hit, and that is.
Oh, did you roll that on the rat?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, there it is. Yep, sorry, it just took a few seconds. Yep,
It's okay.
okay, 22 will hit as you create a fire in the palm of your hands that erupts onto the rat.
Just slam it down on that little sucker.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh, 6 points of burning damage as the rat ignites.
All right, so that's 2 actions, and then I'm going to use my last action to pull out my new gun and ready that.
All right, you pull out this long,
I'm gonna hold that.
very impressive-looking rifle
Yep.
from your
I'm going
back.
to hold that two-handed.
All right, very nice. Dante, you're up.
I'm gonna use, well, since I got interrupted, I'm going to use electric arc on both rats because they are within 30 feet.
Lightning crackles at your fingertips as you launch it at one of the rats. The rat saves, which I believe means it dodges it.
It says failure for me.
Yeah, no, but it's not like reflex half, is it, for yours?
Give me a moment. Oh my goodness, it doesn't say what happens. I think they just save from it.
Yep. All right. Well, unfortunately, as you you blast the ever-living heck out of the ground, the
Oh yeah, no, it is half damage if they succeed.
oh, it is half. Okay, cool. Yep. Always good to check that sort of thing.
So if anything, both rats look like they've been getting hit.
All right. So that's 8 points down. Hold on, wait. Which one did you roll it on? Did you roll it on the?
I did it on the one that does half.
Hold on. No, because you made the save against
Yeah, giant rat 2.
giant rat. No, you aimed at giant rat 1 first.
Oh,
Right,
okay, so you wanted
and-
me to do the damage on it.
No, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. So, giant rat 2 saved, so that is half damage. Oh yeah. Now do it on the first one. Yep. Okay. So that first rat is now dying as it gets blasted for 9 points of damage, and the rat sort of fries from the hit. The second rat next to you does not.
Yep.
As
and
that's
then-
just 2 actions. You've got 1 action left.
Yep. I'm going to give guidance on Holly.
All right, Holly, you feel an overwhelming sense of, I guess, like you feel as though someone is watching over you, and someone is pulling your attacks towards the creature in front of you. All right. If that is everything, we then go
Yep.
to the rats, who will begin their attack, starting with the one next to Dante. Alright, that is another hit. As the rat bites into you and continues to maul. That's 4 points of damage. Ooh, and a failed save. You do have a hero point if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'm going to use my hero point.
Alright, let's reroll that saving throw. Alright, there it is. That is a critical success. Nice. So you again stave off whatever extra thing the bite would have done. Second attack from the rat as it continues in its desperation. Goes for a third attack. It really wants to nom nom you. And with a 16 will unfortunately not make it.
Now, why couldn't that have been the 10?
That critical success on the saving throw doesn't mean the rat's teeth break or anything.
No, unfortunately not. However, a critical hit on Holly, however.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, at least you're getting a +1 to the fortitude save.
It's true. That is true.
not
Also, if you have the guidance condition, can you drop that on Holly? Hey, welcome
it's
in.
already dropped on Holly.
All right, sweet. Mercs
It
of Mischief.
automatically puts it for the first thing.
You just drag and drop it onto them in the combat tracker.
Yep, I've already done that.
I already have guidance. It's on me.
Fantastic. Guys, let's welcome in the Mercs of Mischief, who are a wonderful group of streamers and content creators over in our lovely space. They are very, very near and dear friends. I'm currently doing a podcast show with their very own Mad Maker over on their channel to be released sometime, hopefully soon. They're a really fun group, and I've done a few collabs with them in the past, and definitely eager to do a few more. Also, maybe plans coming up towards the end of the year. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, go check out the Mercs of Mischief. These guys are awesome. Guys who've just joined in, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. We're playing some Pathfinder here right now. Our heroes are out late at night trying to give a gold ring back to the owner of someone who, well, they basically found some treasure that was in a den to a drug lord. So they're like, hey, this ring has a name on it. Let's go give it to the guy who made the ring and see if he can get it back to her. And, they did. But as they're outside, they've spent the last half an hour in the middle of the streets tending their rather vicious wounds, which has attracted some rats. Because that's what happens when you try to perform medical procedures in the middle of the street. And the rats are now trying to eat them. Holly, our fairy rogue, is about to receive a critical hit. So, Holly, I need you to give me a 1 to 5, please, if you would be so kind.
I'm just gonna go with a 1, and I actually want to say this is the second time that the Mercs of Mischief have raided in the middle of me getting eaten.
That's true. But look, I mean, let's not lie though. I mean, most people could raid in at any time, and Holly's in the process of getting eaten.
You're not wrong.
All right. Let's see. Their bite is piercing. So, with piercing damage, hobbled until healed, you gain clumsy 2 and a -10 to your move speed.
Fantastic.
So
because
this
I
guy
already move super fast.
Yeah, so this particularly nasty rat, who deals 12 points of damage,
What?
has
God.
basically bitten your ankle and actually cut through a large chunk of the muscle. It is not a pretty wound, as you take clumsy 2. There you go. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. By the way, our characters are level 3 if people need a reference guide to how bad that 12 damage was from a rat. So yeah, that's not ideal. All right, that was the first attack. Second attack from the rat as it turns and bites. Huff is a solid miss. These rats are desperate, so they are going to go for that third hit. Oh, that was also so close to that 20.
Ooh.
All right, critical miss. We're just gonna go
Bite your leg again.
straight into the critical miss here. Melee clipped its hand. It takes 1d6 persistent bleed damage. This is the one that had already bitten itself. So it's gonna basically die because at the start of its turn it's gonna take a d8 points of damage and it's got 2 hit points left. Let's just see what that would be if it did. Yeah, it's gone.
I
That
would have
rat-
laughed if it was 1.
Yeah, that guy is gone. All
I
right.
feel better.
The last of the giant rats that's fighting Padrig is going to give him a good chomping, but will miss. As these jaws clash and clatter at your feet, you kind of use your boot to kind of keep the rat at bay. As you do so,
Get off!
I would like you to roll me a d8, please, Padrig. 5. All right, Padrig, you deal 5 points of damage to this one as you basically kick this rat. Oh, it dies actually. With a 5, yeah, totally dies.
Hey.
So as this rat tries to bite out at you, you're kind of like just kicking it away, and you stomp it, killing that rat. Which leaves us back to Holly.
Sorry, I'm gonna put the cat down and unmute. I'm super annoyed, and I'm just gonna go for stabbing the rats. Like, I'm not bothering with Twin Fate. I'm not bothering with anything. I'm just stabbing these rats.
All right.
Frantically.
Okay, move action. You step over to the rats, and with your new shiny dagger, you thrust.
Yes.
Make your attack.
Babe.
Let's see what happens.
First attack.
That'll hit.
Thank God.
I'm glad too. Just so you
Right.
guys know, these creatures are CR -1.
Yeah, I mean, we almost died from a dog.
Yes.
Yeah, animals are your weakness. I feel like animals are your kryptonite. It's like, yeah, cool, we can fight a ghoul, this giant, this dude, this giant freaking, like, what do you call it, like,
Garbage disposal.
Otyugh, yeah, not a problem. Demons, yeah, we got this. Freaking basic rats and dogs, no chance. Run.
No chance.
Hey, the almighty rat catcher has just come in with a support of $15. I think I know who that is, and I think I know what they want. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like everyone but me is getting a hero point.
Well, you're already loaded on Jinx points, so.
I am. That is very true. Maybe
Yeah.
I should use a couple.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What time are we at? We're 9:11, so it's like we're an hour in. You know what? I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna burn a Jinx point.
On what?
On what?
Bluffin's like, oh, would you like one too?
The rats are dead. On
Would
what?
I like one too? Oh, I would love one. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't want you to feel obliged to. I mean, look, I'm a very proud individual, so you know, I definitely, it's a mix of things. Like, yes, of course, I want a Jinx point, but at the same time, you know, like I also have my pride to not want a pity one because everyone else hasn't. You know, I did not grow up in the age where if you didn't get something, you had to sit there and be like, there's. I mean, look, I mean, if it's your bag, that's fine. But I can't stand parents who tell me like, oh, we bought a present for the sibling because it's the other sibling's birthday. I'm like, no, what? No, as someone who is the eldest sibling, I'm like, no, to hell with that. No, don't do that. Just you know, it's one of your days, not both, and it's allowed to be one of your days. All right.
Holly-
Let's see.
Ghost rats.
Holly is gonna slowly drag.
Oh, no.
herself-
You're going to stay right where you are, young lady. You are not going to move.
They still have a movement.
You do,
technically.
but I haven't even told you what's happening yet or where you need to go. So I'm still determining stuff. So you don't get to move while I'm sorting that out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So it's going to go there. And, oh, you are lucky. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, perception checks from everyone, please.
Oh my God, we're in so much trouble.
I'm gonna go with assurance and have a 17.
17, not a problem. All right, a 17 is not enough. Dante, as you crush and thank you, thanks, Mac. As you crush the last and stab the last of these rats, you breathe a sigh of relief. That is when Dante, you look down and you kind of notice these rats. These guys fought to the death, but they're not emaciated or starved enough to have thrown themselves out there. Generally speaking, rats function in a warren, and it is very common for that warren to have a kind of hierarchy or leadership. To fight to the death means that whatever head of the rat warren that happens to be should be pretty like nasty, right? It's basically people they're more afraid of it than they are of death, right? That's pretty scary. As you look around, you could see this glowing ember that seems to be kind of flashing, moving between several pots of food. It's not real fire, but you notice that one of these rats in the distance has this fire pelt over its back. Almost to make it look like its back is covered in cinders is this bright red and orange streak of fur. This is a cinder rat.
Did you just give us a rat daddy?
Rat daddy. Kind of. This is a little bit worse than a rat daddy. As it steps out, you notice that out of the side of its mouth, plumes of literal smoke flow out of it. If you want, Dante, you can make a nature check. You are quite familiar with the creatures of the surround. Oh, yeah, you know exactly what this is.
Oh, damn.
100%. This creature before you is called a cinder rat. Now, the Shoanti tribes, the native inhabitants of the Varisian countryside, have a land area called the Cinderfang I think it's called the Cinderfang Plains. No, it's not Cinderfang Plains. Cinder something. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Hold on 2 seconds.
Gotta do some research real quick.
Yeah.
It's getting eaten.
Holly is getting eaten. All right.
It's okay. I have something that can combat it without you having to worry.
Sorry, this is gonna bug me if I don't find this out right now. Okay, cool. Here we go. All right. So nestled up north is. Come on, where are you? There it is.
Oh my god.
All right, there it is, and it is called the. Oh, it's just called the Cinderlands. There you go. All right, so the Cinderlands is to the north. Holly's getting my flaming rat daddy. Yeah, makes sense. Checks out. All right, so in the Cinderlands, where the Shoanti live, the actual soil itself is hot, like so hot that it actually does smoke, and some of the creatures have kind of adapted to very, 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 very hot temperatures. This is a cinder rat, which actually comes from that particular region. It's actually quite far south for one of these creatures, but you know the following. Number one is they have a like an aura of heat that is always present. It is an oppressive heat. It's almost like standing in the sun for way too long while you are just around it. That is 5 foot around it, so if you're near it. Number two is that it belches out smoke, but that smoke does not impede its vision in any way. It may, however, impede yours depending on if it, vomits out more smoke or less smoke. Lastly, its interior body temperature is so high, its bite damage can set things on fire. You actually do recall some smaller settlements where these rats had been chewing through the grain silo to get to food inside of a barn, and it actually set fire to the barn in doing so. All right. Let's roll initiative again. All right, we got the cinder rat going first. And only only Dante is not flat-footed. I'm gonna get the audience. Audience, can you roll me exclamation D6, please? I'm gonna go with the first one that comes out. So exclamation D6, just to see who I attack.
You know, I'm wondering, can I use my hero point to get a reroll on my initiative?
I mean, yeah, you totally could.
Yeah, because want to try attempt getting a better initiative than what's going on right now.
Sure. Currently you're at 18. Roll it again. That is a 4. So 1, 2,
Nope.
3.
I will reverse.
No, that's okay. You'll take the higher. I'm happy for that.
Okay.
All right. So it is going to go for Padrig.
Well,
So-
try to.
Try to, yeah. So it needs to double move to get to Padrig because it actually started quite a way away. Oh wait, no, sorry, my apologies. Holly, you haven't seen the rat, but after you moved over and stabbed the rat, you had one action remaining from the previous round. What would you have done with that action, not knowing the rat was here?
Not knowing the rat was there, I was gonna try to drag myself over to Penny, to climb on to Penny's back. But my movement speed was only 10, so I would have only gotten 10 feet, which would have put me about there.
Yep. Cool. Done. All right. Padrig, all of a sudden, a tiny ball of fur and fire runs towards you and leaps in your general direction. It lunges and bites at your ankle, dealing 6 points of damage.
Yeah, sure,
Wait,
why
6
not?
points of damage? Oh no, it is 6 points of damage.
That seems like not a lot.
No, except as it bites your leg, your pants catch fire. You'll take 1d4 persistent fire damage every round until you put the fire out. And that is its action. 2 moves and a bite. Also, some saving throws. Let's see what happens here. As the plume of smoke gathers around you. Wow, both of you fail. So, Padrig, you are sickened. And I don't know if that's going to work, but I hope it is. But yes, Dante, you are sickened and you can't see the rat. All right, Dante, it is your turn.
I am sickened and I can't see the rat.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I saw where it went at least.
Oh, no, you know where it is. It's only a 5-foot aura. It's definitely in there. But because it is concealed, you have a chance of missing, even if you do hit it from point-blank range.
I was going to use my full 3 actions to summon a common... how it's worded is really weird, but it is a common creature that has the elemental trait whose level is 1 or lower.
Okay, you can prepare that. What's the casting time on that spell?
It is instantaneous.
Okay, and how many actions?
It takes all 3.
Okay, so all 3 actions you are going to spend to summon what creature exactly?
I am currently looking at...
All right, have a look and let me know. Meanwhile, we will move on to Holly. Yeah, you just basically see this ball of smoke and like freaking fire just attack Dante from nowhere.
I feel like Holly's kind of done with rats right now. So Holly is going to take a move action to climb on Penny's back.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be 1 action to command Penny.
Yep.
And the 2 of them are going to move a little bit further away.
Into another rat. No, I'm joking.
Don't do that to me. Like right about there.
Yep.
And then pull out her crossbow so she can shoot from a distance from Penny's back.
All right. Very well.
But I don't think she can get a shot off at that point, right?
No, because you've commanded, drawn a weapon, and moved. All right. Now, because you did command Penny, Penny actually gets 2 actions, so she's moved once. Do you just want her to be defensive? Like, just kind of stay on guard?
Yeah, she's just going to be defensive. She is going to pay very close attention to make sure there are no more rat daddies anywhere else around.
Sure, make a perception. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll make a perception check for Penny because I've got the stats here. 16. Yeah, there are no more rats in the area.
Okay.
All right, next up is Padrig. You're coughing and spluttering. And your leg is on fire.
Right.
You take
So,
1 damage.
yeah, so I can take an action to put
Put it
my
out.
pants out.
You can, yes.
All right. So I will smother the flames on my pants. God damn it! I just cleaned these, and then I'm gonna shoot this bastard.
All right. With your rifle in both hands, you take aim at this this tiny rat, and well, it's not tiny. It's freaking the size of a dog. Let's not lie here. Like, it's a freaking huge rat. You turn and you. Nice hit. I saw how it bounced to 6. I was like,
Yep.
all right.
All right.
Roll your damage.
7. So that is 2d6.
2d12.
2d12. Sorry.
2d12. Yeah, that's right. For 6 points of damage. I mean, it's average.
Well, it's better
for
than
one
nothing.
dice.
Yes, it's average for 1 dice. All right. Well, I will then take my last action to do a thoughtful reload and see if I can recall any knowledge about flaming rat daddies.
Sure. Oh, Padrig, sorry. Is that? Oh no, that's your flat check. What's that? Okay, yes. Yeah, so the persistent fire ability has now ended on you. That's cool. It automatically did that one. So there you go.
All right.
Hey, Salsa. Nice to see you. Doing good. Our heroes are being eaten by a rat. Flaming rat, but a rat.
Flaming rat.
Okay, cool. So you are no longer have the burning
Right.
persistent fire.
Right. So I took that off, and then for my reload, it's a thoughtful reload, so I get to do a recall knowledge check on the rat. So that's what would that be?
Knowledge nature. But I'm gonna say that we'll skip over it and say that Dante, do you tell everyone what you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
you won't know anything new, even if you made it.
It is going to be a water method, by the way.
Water method.
Right.
Okay, water
Yes,
method.
and it's going to be summoned right behind it.
I can do that. Water method.
It doesn't say when it gets it, how it gets its initiative, so I'm guessing it's on.
Yeah, you'll need to command it. Okay. Yeah, that'll have to do. Water method. Boop. 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 There it is. Okay. The rat. The method appears out of nowhere, so I'm gonna... Let's see. I'm gonna go with a bite from each of you, I guess. Or to each of you, should I say. Starting with Padrig. No, actually, starting with the method. I think the method's less injured, and it's more of a threat now. It's shown up. Alright, that is a solid hit to the method. Dealing 12 points of damage, which gets reduced because of its aura. Speaking of auras, it is a critical success. It is unaffected by the Cinder Rat's nauseating smoke. Next, a bite attack against Padrig. That is a hit. What are with these rolls? 7 points of damage to Padrig. And the last attack here against Dante. Alright, I don't know why it did a mischance. Oh, I've got to have concealment against Dante, not the other way around. Okay, cool. So if Dante targets the creature, it'll have a problem, but that's fine. But Dante, you take... No. That was unfortunate. You take 8 points of 12 points of damage and go down. Now, unfortunately, the rules is written, your method will disappear as you are not able to concentrate on it. But actually, let me double check.
Yeah, it does say, it says sustained for up to 1 minute.
Yeah, which means you need to take an action to sustain it, which you cannot do while you're unconscious. But you know what? Just because I'm a good sport and I really don't want to rob you of like your last action, as it were, I will give the method 2 actions this round before it disappears. So you'll at least have something.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll give you a little something. I'm not a monster. All right, there we go. Which then actually does bring us to the method before you go down. All right, you get 2 actions. What would you like the method to do?
Let's see. Currently looking at what it does.
The method has a breath weapon, which you probably don't want to do if you like Padric.
Yeah, it also has...
It can drench and put out all fires. I'm going to say that if you do this, it will put out the fire on Padric, for example. It has a claw attack, which does 1d6 slashing. And that is it.
Yeah, I will say the drench.
All right, so action 1. Padric, you are no longer on fire, as you are now drenched in water by this method who... and then covers you in water.
And then it will attempt... I guess I could say 2 claw attacks if it has 3 actions overall, or is it just...
No, it's only got 2 actions as a companion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, then it will do the 1 claw attack.
The claw will miss, unfortunately. You didn't burn your new... Oh, no, yes, you did burn your new thing on your initiative, didn't you? For your hero point.
Yeah.
You did. Oops. Not that one. It's that one. There we go. All right. Yeah, unfortunate. The method tries to lash out, but as soon as you go down, the method then transforms into a puddle of water and disappears. All right. Holly. Oops. Ignore that.
Oh yeah, I need to make a roll anyways, don't I?
Yes, because you've gone down. This is
It's just a flat D20.
Recovery roll. Let's see. Is that what that just rolled on you? No, hold on. Let me try.
No, it was the fire.
It was the fire. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Recovery roll. Make it so. Roll I think it's a flat D20, and you need to beat an 11.
I hate that it somehow missed the board completely and it rolled a 19.
Oh,
that is a nat 1.
I don't think you can nat 1 on recovery checks.
I don't think so either, but it's still a 1.
All right, let's just double check here, because that is unfortunate. Let's see. Oh no, there is a crit failure. Increase your dying value by 2 steps.
Oh.
Can I give my hero point to Dante so he can re-roll that and not...
No, but you can use your hero point for you to do something that is not common to the rules. Like, for example, if... And I'm only giving you this as an example. I'm not telling you what to do. Is you could take a shot at the rat, and then as an action, burn a hero point in order to use the hot barrel from your gun to seal off the wound to stop him from dying.
Bleeding out.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, at least I wouldn't be conscious for it. Ow.
Yeah, that's an example of like how the hero points can work. You can't directly hand it to someone to use, but you can.
Right. But I can use it to do something like cauterize his wound or
yeah. So right now Dante is on dying value 3. Should he hit 1 more dying value, Dante will expire. But right now it is Holly's turn as we then move onwards.
How far away are we from the guard post?
From the guard post? Let's see. You are 93 feet. Sorry, yeah, you're about. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, that's not 93 feet. I realized what I done. You are roughly. Let me just calculate here. I need to do some metric math.
Not looking good, McBluff.
All right, you are 300 feet away.
300 feet.
Yeah.
And what's Penny's move speed?
Penny's move speed is. Penny's move speed is tiny dog, 30 foot.
That ain't gonna work even with a hero point.
6, 9. No, that'd move you roughly. I'd say that'd move you like 100 foot, roughly.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. Like, I just have nothing in the way of assisting with heals.
Tis true.
Yeah, like I got nothing for you, Dante.
Well, what you could do as a potential,
I mean,
just again, not telling you what to do, just telling you again, because keeping in mind, and I want to remind the audience as well that everyone here is learning a little bit about how Pathfinder works. A really good strategy here would be to take one action to have Penny move behind cover and hide, and then have Holly lean out and make a sneak attack because you're striking from concealment.
Oh, can I do that?
Yes.
I did not know I could do that. Oh, okay.
So you're gonna, so you're gonna instruct Penny to move away. You get behind total cover. That's Penny's first action, and then Penny needs to make a stealth check.
Okay.
I will do. Well, actually, I'd be happy to say it's your stealth check because you're guiding Penny.
Okay, then we.
What's
shall
your
do that.
stealth? I presume it's higher than 5. So.
Yeah, quite a bit higher than 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so stealth check. God,
Oh, that is unfortunate.
seriously?
You could attempt a hero point.
Yeah, you do have a hero point on that. But let me before you do, let me see what the perception is going to be like. I mean, it might roll a 1. Oh, well, it didn't roll a 1. Well, keep in mind, actually, you can use a hero point to automatically succeed that, because you can use your hero point to give you a +4.
Okay, then I'll use the hero point to give me the +4.
Okay, done. Alright. Okay, your hero point, you now succeed. You are now stealthed. The creature is now flat-footed. So yeah, now you can step out and make your attack, and you can make 2 attacks at this point.
Okay, so I get 2 attacks on him.
Yeah, let me just add flat-footed real quick. Okay, yep, go ahead.
All right, attack number 1.
At some point, I can't help you people.
I have to.
Wait, there was a $5 donation that went in. What was the $5 donation for?
Please break my curse.
Yeah, I think the $5 donation was the $5 donation. I think it was to give a hero point to Dante.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hang on.
I have to say, try and re-roll that.
All right, divine intervention. Divine intervention. There we go.
Oh,
you guys are doing great. Thanks, Elsa. Hey, and a group inspiration. There you go. Okay, cool. So everyone's got the group inspiration, and in addition, you've got the divine intervention. Okay, you know what? Callie, if you are still in chat, I don't know if you are, because I should really learn how to do this, and Callie, please remind me. Sound off, let me know if you're here. Please refund Rykon's divine intervention if you can, if you are here. If you're not here, then I need to figure that out. I don't know how to refund.
In your moderator thing at the left-hand side, there should be a thing that has like a lot of numbers. It's one of those, and one of them is for point redeems.
In my chat, I don't know where a lot of numbers.
It should be on the left-hand side when you're on moderator.
I don't even know what being on moderator is.
Oh, Do you see a bottom left a sword?
Bottom left sword.
Next to the chat. Next to where it should be chat settings.
I see the bits.
Yeah, it should be a moderator view is what it is.
Moderator view.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know how to activate moderator view. Under chat. Okay, hold on.
I hit. Can I roll damage now?
Yes, please. Sorry, my apologies.
Okay.
Okay, I'm on the dashboard right now. Yes. Chat settings. Switch to mod settings. Okay, it looks like I'm on mod settings. Show mod icons. Is that a... Oh, okay, cool. I see it. Alright, I can time out, I can ban, I can delete a message.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit him again while everybody screws with us. And hope I don't screw up the roll. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Well, it's a miss, but I did some damage. And I will take it.
at least it's not a critical miss.
Yeah, it's not a critical miss, I'll take it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's true. It is definitely that. All right. So, what do we get? We get your first action. As your blade sinks into it, it deals a significant. As the crossbow bolt lands into it, it deals a significant amount of damage. 17 is actually pretty damn decent. It's almost down thanks to that shot. Yeah, I'm not seeing this. I tried. I've looked.
I will show you how to do it after the game. Dag,
yes.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Thank you. Can it be done after the game? I don't have to do it live. Like. Oh no.
Yeah, you can do it afterwards.
Oh, okay, cool. I will do it afterwards, and I will redeem it. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Next up, where are we at? So that was Holly. Hadrig.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this bastard.
All right, make your attack.
All right, that's a hit.
All right, nice. The loud sound once again resonates as it bangs and echoes across the streets.
Hadrig can roll hits. I can't roll hits.
There we go.
All right, the rat.
21 points of damage.
That rat explodes. A small gout of fire just sort of erupts as it.
He does have a gun.
Yeah, he does have a gun. That is true. Okay.
All right. And then I do still want Dante to not die.
That's very true.
So I will use my hero point and take the heated barrel of my gun, heat it up maybe a little more with produce flames. And I'm assuming we're out of initiative now, and I can do that.
Yes. Well, I mean, we aren't out of initiative technically because Rykon will need to make that saving throw immediately. You can use a heal.
Right.
Okay, so you've taken one shot. Because you're standing next to it,
Right.
you can make a regular heal check. And as long as you don't crit fumble
Or
that
use a heal
medicine
potion.
check. As long as you
Didn't
don't.
you buy healing potions?
Yes.
We did, yeah. You know what? I will give him one of my minor healing potions to get him back up on his feet.
Looking at your character sheet, you have a lesser and a minor. So you can use one of your lesser or minors?
One of the minors.
One of the minors. Done. That has been taken off your sheet. All right. That will heal.
Forgot I had those.
That will heal 1d8 points of hit points. And as the liquid pours down your mouth, you heal 5 hit points. Now, for the sake of this as well, I'm going to also increase you by the 19 that you would have healed when you treated your wounds all the way back then. So 19 plus 5 is 24.
It was a critical success on what it was.
No, it's fine. So, basically because it interrupted you, it then just let you finish. So then you patch yourself up. So as you come up with new fresh wounds and the like, you kind of treat your wounds, and injuries. Patrick, Holly, you guys are all in the dark. You gather up.
Patrick's gonna motion to Holly and Dante and bring them a little. Come closer, and he's gonna put his gun away and take both his hands. Just give them both a smack on the back of the head. Inside next time. We did this inside. All right. Let's go.
Things.
We bought new things. We had to try them.
Yeah, not in the middle of the streets that are infested with flaming fire rats.
I did not know there were flaming fire rats in
You should always assume that there are giant fiery rats everywhere. Listen, we're not in a great part of the city. All right, let's go. Let's.
I did not know there were flaming fire rats.
The sounds of the two arguing draws the attention of a large leather shoe that flies out in your direction.
See, this is my point, guys. Let's go.
Holly, I need you to make me a reflex save.
Who?
Holly.
Of course, me.
You're fine. It sort of narrowly misses you and hits one of the nearby barrels next to you. And you hear this voice shouting out, "Would you keep it down? I'm trying to go to sleep. I got work in the morning." As someone throws a shoe at you. Very soon a few other lights come on and they, people are shouting at you. Like, who's shooting a gun at frickin' 2 in the morning? Are you mad?
I'm halfway down the road already.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm riding Penny and following them.
Okay, so to the sounds of Korvosa booing, as you leave the market district. Who throws a shoe? Honestly, it's true. I love that. All right, you make your way back to the your house and you rest for the evening.
Were we going to the guard post?
Right.
You did want to go to the guard post
first. Okay, that's what we were trying to do. Yes.
Oh yes. Sorry, my apologies. Okay, hold on one moment.
I will again as we're walking cast prestidigitation to kind of get the blood off my pants.
yeah. Look, your pants are like on fire, dude. Like
yeah, no, now they're soot colored now. But
yeah, you try and salvage what you can. You're like, I need to get some of this blood out, and then you realize, wait, you guys can see most of my calf on this leg. I mean, at some point or other, no one's gonna give a shit about the blood, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now, just for my own amusement. Here we go. I love this.
Let's see. Will we be attacked in the last 10 feet before the guard station?
Okay. Now, outside the guard post of Castle. Well, actually, it has a. I think it's Citadel Volshnik. I think was the name. G10. What's it called? G10. Citadel Volshnik. Yep. The two guards are waiting there at night. As Patrick, Holly, and Dante stroll up, victorious from having chased away the meat marketeers. As they do so, there's still some smoke coming off Patrick's leg. Holly's still got like these massive bite marks, and is still crippled in the leg, and is kind of like slumped over on this tiny little like husky that's moving forward. Dante is just wrapped in bandages, and he's kind of using this like kind of like long bit of wood as like a crutch as he's making his way forward. The guards kind of look at each other like, what's up with them?
Don't ask. Spend the night, guys.
All right, they let you pass because obviously you're deputized and stuff, and you head in and walk up and enter into Field Marshal Croft's office. She looks at you guys and she says, "Oh, just the people like, oh my god."
You guys
Bad
have
decisions.
very scary rats.
Yes.
What?
Especially
Very
ones that are
scary rats.
fire.
Sorry?
Yeah. Well, you don't
Uh,
have those scary rats anymore, at least.
We got rid of them.
I see. Oh my god. Let me. She calls in for a medical team to come in and have a look at you. It's within an hour since you were last treated, so they can't really help too much. But you know they'll give it their best effort.
I can be treated because I didn't need any healing
Oh, very well.
before the rats.
All right, very well. You heal 7 hit points. There you go. All right, it's already applied. There it is.
Because of one of my feats, I actually can do it within every 10 minutes.
Oh, there you go. Well, actually, if you can, then yeah, like, well, don't worry about healing. Like during the downtime, Dante can basically do that. Hey, Robert Hartley coming in with 66 viewers. What's up? Good morning. I hope you guys are having an awesome time. I hope you guys are okay. So I've got a story here, but before we go to the story, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed Sunday's game. That was freaking awesome. The dash where we got to go toe to toe with none other than Robert. Very, very proud. Very, very happy with how that went out. I was also very proud of Rob. I think Rob really came out against Rob. In that, it was a very, very tight fight for Rob, but you know, having Rob on my team really helped us beat Rob in what happened. So yeah, if Rob is in chat watching, thank you, Rob, because without you, we wouldn't have beaten Rob. So there you go. And for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, you know, just, yeah, get there. So anyway, yeah, welcome in. My name is Michael. I'm the Devouring Gamer. I'm fairly sure most of you know who I am, but if you don't, hi, it's me. This is my face. We play games here on the Twitch space, TTRPGs. We are playing Pathfinder, 2nd edition, Curse of the Crimson Throne, a wonderful module by the people over at Paizo. Right now, we have, of course, our heroes, Patrick, our gunslinger, Holly, our elven rogue, and Dante, our kitsune druid, who are currently reporting to the captain of the guard, who was expecting a report on how our group had heroically stopped a ring of thugs from selling human meat to people, but has found our group returning, having been savaged by some of the city's rats. Quite severely, actually. So this is where you guys have picked up. And for anyone who's watching my channel, if you haven't, go and check out. There is no command for that workshop. Just saying. Anyway, for those of you who haven't checked him out, please go and support our dear friend Robert Hartley, GM, because we love Rob. Rob is an amazing human being, one of the finest GMs and role players I've ever had the pleasure of sharing a table with. I hope your stream went well, my friend. All right, so Cresta Croft has this look of just again like massive concern as you've walked in, as injured as you have. She calls for some of the guards to fetch a member of the medical team to come in and have a look at you. She says, "I'm really sorry. The rats here." You know, I mean, yeah, in old Korvosa, they definitely have a huge rat problem, but I didn't realize it was this severe. Jesus, you like look like you've been put through the ringer.
One of them, what was it called, Dante? A cinder rat?
Yes.
Anyway, it lights you on fire. It's not really something I'd advise meeting at 2 a.m. or any a.m.
She pulls out a small notepad and writes down, Send guards to investigate cinder rat infestation. Okay. Well, I'm really glad you're here. I was going to talk to you about what happened at the all meats market. The soldiers said that they had found some rather disturbing materials there, and well, we've managed to interrogate a few of the captured members of the deserters, but we wanted to hear an account from you guys as to what had occurred when you went for your investigation.
Well, what happened was the guy initially sounded really sincere about trying to be a good person. And then when we were leaving, we noticed in the meat locker where they were giving away meat and trying to say they were good people, they were actually giving away human people and dwarves and elves. So there was a bunch of dead bodies, and we don't actually know where the dead bodies came from, because as soon as we were in there, they immediately attacked us. So we were defending ourselves when kind of all hell broke loose.
I see.
And it was a mess. And then some of your guards came in at the same time, and then the main bad guy kind of ran away.
Vencalo, yes, he's still at large and wandering the city. We have some guards out looking for him now, but they haven't managed to track him down as of yet.
Now, remind me the name of the family that he said was funding him, because that's crucial.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't Vencalo. It was Auric Van Kaskerkin. Sorry, that was his name. Auric Van Kaskerkin.
Right.
Yes.
He had mentioned particularly well-known.
Whoa! Game, what are you doing?
Did you just like
all
on your keyboard
Yep,
there?
you're apparently dead. Oh no, I know what it is.
I pressed nothing, and
I think it's because it's still recognizing you as dying. So there you go. There. Yeah, those rats were really big. Anyway, so as you are as you're explaining this, Cressida looks you up and down. She nods a few times and she says, "The Van Kaskerkin family are soldiers of fortune. They're mercenaries. They've done work all throughout the Varisian countryside. The selling and trafficking of meat, I don't know, that's, as far as I've been led to believe, that's nothing the Van Kaskerkins were involved in, but who knows if there's even ties to the Van Kaskerkin family with what Varric has been doing. So thank you for your efforts, and sincerely, I wanted to make sure that you that I knew what was happening. So I do have a small stipends for you. Oh, sorry, yeah, go on.
What was the name of the noble family that he said was asked him to do this? It was they were very high ranking from old Korvosa.
Oh yes,
popular.
Yeah, he gave us the name of a family that was supporting him.
Yes,
and gave him the butchery.
Yes, he mentioned by name the family of nobles that run the city from behind the scenes.
Right.
Which is, let's see, it's right here. No, there he is. There it is. Okay. Okay. The all meats market. Oh, weird. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. They mention the Arconas. Arkonas. There you go.
Okay, Arconas.
Yes.
So yes, I will pass along. So when we first talked to him, he said that the Arconas family had contacted him and asked him to help the poor and the needy. They set him up with this shop. Now, whether they actually knew how he was helping the poor and the needy, I am uncertain. But definitely, I think it is worth mentioning their involvement.
And he also gave us the dagger and said we should lie to you about it.
Do you present the dagger?
Yes.
Oh, she takes the dagger and she says, "Well, this is disappointing to say the least. I always considered Varric to be quite an upright and honorable individual, but well, I guess you never really know someone. May I?" She reaches for the dagger.
Yeah, I'll hand it to her.
She takes it from you and looks it up and down. Yes, no, this is quite an elegant piece, and I do remember him saying that it was the last job he ever did as a mercenary. It was a symbol, something he carried with him to constantly remind him of the life he had left behind. I thought it was more of a memento and didn't realize that he was keeping it as I don't know, a placeholder maybe.
He said that if we gave it to you, we could say that we had killed him and he would go somewhere else and you would believe that he was dead.
Well, that would be true. I mean, the way he was with this, it was he would sooner lose his life than lose this blade.
Patrick is staring daggers at Holly right now.
Holly is spilling everything.
Holly can make a perception check to see if you can figure out the nonverbal communication that Patrick is shooting in your way.
Yeah, Patrick is not being subtle about it.
Yeah. You can definitely you definitely pick up that Patrick is not happy.
She's also very obviously looking at Patrick.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got the potential noble family involved in this. I definitely think that that's worth following up. But as far as what you want us to do after we take a rest, I think we're going to be kind of useless tonight. And
No, you definitely look as though you could use a good night's rest. I do have another job for you though. One moment, if you would. She heads outside of the door and sort of yells something down the corridor. A few moments later, she enters back in and sits behind the desk. If I may, I do have someone I would like to introduce you to. This is a old friend of mine. His name is Venkalo Osiriani. If you want, I would like to invite you guys to make either a history check or a society check to try and figure out who this individual is.
Let's see, history or society. Since history checks don't actually exist.
Well, like a lore, like lore to do with the history of the.
Okay, yeah, no, I only have lore academia, so that's not going to help me, right?
Actually, maybe. No, I'll let that one.
Well, you know what? It's the same.
Okay.
I'll do.
Yeah. All right. Would you be so kind as to?
I don't. I just don't know. You know what? No, I'm gonna save my.
All right. What are your results?
I nat 1. I got an 8.
No, that won't do it.
I got a 3.
3 and
16.
16. Okay. So, the individual that enters appears to be a man of, he's like a middle-aged man. Like, his hair is white and gray. He has, like, kind of stubble around his face. He wears, sort of very reasonably, formal and very nice-looking attire. As he walks in, he seems to, have the cadence of a soldier. The way he walks, the way he moves. By his hip, he carries a cane or a walking stick that he carries more like a sword in a sheath than he does like an actual walking stick. So it's kind of like, by his side and held against his jacket rather than, sort of being used to walk. As he enters, he addresses you. Good afternoon. Or should I say good evening? My name is Venkalo. I've been waiting for some time to speak with you. I'd heard about the commotion over at the All Meats Market. Fine work, from what I understand. It seems as though these devils have been trying to pull the wool over our eyes and perform quite a nefarious series of atrocities right under our very noses. Cressida says, this man is Venkalo Assyriani. He's a teacher and instructor in the art of the sword. He has actually trained many of the soldiers that now reside in the keep, and in addition was actually the person who had taught Varric everything he knows. Yes, and to think he would use it for such wickedness.
I'm assuming everything about fighting you didn't teach him is jerky making skills.
No, but
he was a really good fighter.
Well, for that I can take credit, but as his teacher, it fell upon me to ensure that he stayed on the right path, and if he has fallen, then, well, that too lies in the responsibility of me and my mentorship. He looks a little bit somber at this notion.
Well, I suppose I can understand you feeling responsible, and I hope I don't come off as rude, but I've had my pants lit on fire by a giant flaming rat tonight. I'm kind of tired. We're happy to help, but what would you what do you want us to do? How can we help you?
Yes, no, I was outside the door. I heard about the debacle with the rats. They have been in the city on more than one occasion. It's not overly pretty. What I want is, well, kind of a matter of vested interest in the city. You see, there's a gentleman that is currently attempting some purchases, should we say, of properties in and around Old Korvosa. A man by the name of Daravain Gios Ampre. He's an ambassador from the Chelish embassy. You see, very recently, his government has sanctioned trade upon the city, so long as the ambassadorship allowed the travel of commerce from Cheliax to Korvosa, and many of the industry here is supported by it. However, we do not believe that Ambassador Ampre's actual goals are to try and maintain these trade routes. Quite the opposite, in fact. We believe that he is, right now, using the riots and the turmoil that has arisen from the king's death to buy up many of the portions of the city from desperate landowners. If he does so, then he situates himself with not only allies in Cheliax, but with a bias that, with a foothold so strongly gathered. Cressida then interjects and says, if the ambassador buys out the land in the wake of everything that is happening, while at the same time withholding the commerce that allows the people to rebuild, then he will set the stage for Cheliax to be able to take over Korvosa. And we cannot let that happen. Fortunately, the ambassador has his foibles. Venkalo has learnt that Ambassador Ampre has been making fairly regular visits in Old Korvosa to a place called Eel's End. This is a den of vice run by a dangerous man by the name of Delvago Bavasi. He is known in Korvosa's dark alleyways as the King of Spiders. Personally, I'd like to put Delvago out of business if I could, but he pays his vice taxes regularly and never causes any real problems that we can prove. In fact, since he keeps his business constraints entirely located to 5 ships moored off Old Korvosa's docks, he's actually one of the least of my worries. Truth be told, I don't know if Delvago is a sturge or a kraken. Sometimes he's nothing more than a blood-sucking pest, Other times, it seems like he's got his tentacles wormed into every part of our great city. I'm sure you're all familiar from the story that you've told me of Gadrin Lamb, one of the kingpins who worked in Midtown.
Yes, we are.
Well,
He was a Batman.
well, Devago is who that bad man reported to. Anything that happens in this city, many say it passes through Eel's End. Now, this is where you come in. Then Carlo chimes in. You see, in Old Korvosa, the guard's presence isn't as strong as anywhere else. And Devago would never let anyone into Eel's End who came across as an ally or known compatriot of the guards. But your group is a little different. And if possible, I would like for you to maybe investigate Eel's End and secure an audience with Devago. While it's a little bit under the table here, if we could find out what Governor Ampre is doing at Eel End and what illicit activities it might be taking, it may be the proof we need to be able to discourage his further purchasing of landship and the like.
We can do that for you.
So, are we talking about just recon, or are we looking for some action as well?
Cressida reaches into her desk and begins to rifle through some papers. She says, "Listen, Devago is not the kind of individual to part with anything, even information, easily. Here." She hands you 1,000 gold pieces. She says this is a small portion of the budget that remains for the city guard. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do, and frankly, I am not allowed to know with the duties of the captainship looming over me. This is your requisition funds to get what you need done. I will not ask questions as to where the money is spent or how, but understand that some change would be nice.
Do you have any stolen pieces that you have taken back from thieves?
She says yes. Those are in the evidence vaults.
Do you have anything in evidence that you don't need for trials that we could use to get back into Eel's End?
She looks over at Padrick, having just explained, like, I can't know about illicit activities such as missing evidence and stuff like that. She was trying to be really subtle about this. And Holly's just saying, do you have anything that's stolen that we can go and use? And she's just looking at Padrick like,
we're gonna have a talk later on tonight about this sort of thing. Holly, the answer is I don't know if anything goes wandering. So we get it. Don't ask, don't tell.
She seems to sigh a little bit, and as she's like, "Oh, thank God, one of you understands." Good. Well, nonetheless, this requisition order for your task ahead is approved, and she stamps some paperwork and hands you the little box with basically it's 100 platinum pieces, but it's broken down into various coins. So, for those of you who want to know, 1,000 gold pieces is like. It's probably the wages of a good portion of the remaining guards. Like, it looks as though she's dug deep for this.
Right.
As she hands it to you, Vencalo turns and says, "Thank you. I cannot tell you enough how much it means that you're going to be looking into it, even in the morning. If at some point or another you find you have some free time, maybe we could talk at my school." He gives you the address and then bows to you and wishes you luck on your escapade.
All right. We'll check in with you when we've got some time.
He nods and he excuses himself. All right.
All right. So we will, I think, make our way to our long rest. Now, if we can pass an evidence room on the way out and maybe slip a guard a little coin or distract him and get someone of our stealthier sort to just kind of take a duck in.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be the way end because we need something really tiny and really obvious and really unique.
Obvious, easy, unique. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to invite the audience here. Lovely audience. If you could, I would like as many people as you can to throw up stolen items, stolen objects, whatever crosses your fancy. Throw them into chat. Let me know. As many as you can. Anything. You can throw in multiple if you like. Rings, bats, weapons, severed body limb. No, not severed body parts, but you know what I mean? Like,
no body parts.
Yeah,
We've already
those
had
would be
enough
rotting.
body parts. No body parts.
Yeah, throw them up there. Throw them up there.
Something that it would be feasible that we're trying to fence or
Yeah.
something to get a foot in the door.
Ooh.
All right, there's some pretty cool ideas there. We'll give it a moment to pull up and throw a few things in.
Ooh, I like the hairpin. The hairpin would be right up Holly's alley.
Oh, the wine would work too.
Why would we be trying to fence wine instead of drinking it?
Straight up a large diamond, like it's like
Diamond.
oh look, it's the heart of the ocean. Wow, amazing. Who would have
Oh,
thought?
whoop, there it
diamond.
goes. Back into the ocean.
All right, cool. All right, so here we go. Now,
Why are we throwing parts in our chat?
high quality smithing tools. I like that. That's a nice simple one.
I think
It's
it
like
was good, yeah.
more specifically, why is that in the evidence locker room? Like, what happened? Is like the hammer's covered in blood or something. Like, could be cool. Could be cool.
Or it was part of a underground faction.
Like a forgery ring, like a ring of people who are making forgeries and stuff. All right, so you make your way towards the vault. As you do so, one of the guards is standing out there. This is the quartermaster. His name is 3. His name is Fembris. Fembris. You don't know that, but I just gave him a name because I don't want you to kill him.
We're not gonna kill him.
Yeah.
I don't know with you people.
Kill him.
Chaotic good. She doesn't want to kill him. There's no killing.
He's not a rabid animal.
I have a Sable Company Marine who didn't want to die as well. So I made
Ollie
the
was
mistake
not
of
part of that.
not naming that guy. So now this guy has a name. That's all.
You also made the mistake of him being carried away and saying, "Get these peasants to unhand me. They're so dirty."
Look, that is true. But the peasants were dirty. Okay.
So I'm gonna
two pieces of art of the picture for the fallen Madonna with the big boobies and a cracked face with big daisies. I am old enough to get that joke, Australis. The fallen Madonna with the big boobies. Amazing. It's one of my favorite shows actually. I actually got to roleplay what was his name? It was one of my goblins in my world is actually based off Leclerc. It's La Rouge. La Rouge is based off Leclerc. Anyway, I digress. Sorry, that was a very old joke. All right, so as you approach, you can see the guard. He stands there and he says, "Evening.
So Padraig's gonna mutter slightly under his breath, "Man, I wish Quinn was here, but this is what she's good at." And then try and engage him in conversation. Let him know. Look, down low, hush hush. Special dispensation from the captain to take a peek at a certain particular item in the evidence. You know the drill. We weren't here. We didn't see anything.
Can't say I know the drill, sir. But sounds like you might be trying to imply something here, sir.
I mean, if you take my
make a deception check. We're gonna use this. So there's a thing,
Okay.
and this is actually a thing. It is literally halfling doublespeak. Not that Patrick's a halfling or anything like that, but the term is called halfling doublespeak, where you begin a conversation and then you weave in what you kind of want, and you kind of trip the person in the conversation up using your linguistic skills to just basically keep them off kilter. So we're going to be trying a version of that with our deception check with Patrick to basically get him to the point where he thinks that something else is going wrong, but at the same time, you've been allowed and given permission to go and do this. Like, you're every time he sort of like stops to say, hey, you're not allowed to do this, it's like, oh, tell me about it. I know who can really, do what we're doing here. But you know what? The job is something that we really enjoy.
Right.
And, we would do it for free, but we got to get paid, Like, do you get paid enough? It's like, no, I don't get paid enough. I know, right? And there are people out there who would steal stuff from the vault there behind you, but, you're a good guy and you're definitely not gonna be doing any of that sort of stuff. He's like, no, I don't. That's why you're only gonna let in people who have real official business. Yeah, real official business. Yeah, so the real official business that we have here is like, this is kind of like what Patrick's kind of rattling off.
Right, and I'm gonna use that hero point to re-roll that too.
Oh yeah, you got the inspiration.
Oh yeah, you got inspiration.
Okay. All right, roll the inspiration. Roll the inspiration. Let's see what happens here.
Should I still be getting a -1?
What's your deception? Looks like your deception is just charisma, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a flat roll, but I'm getting this effect -1. Is that from the sickened?
Oh yeah, it's definitely from sickened.
Okay, am I still sickened?
Nah, I think you're good.
Oh, is that just?
I think you're good. Yeah, I've removed it.
All right, so that'll bring me up to a 2.
Is there anything I can do to assist with deception?
So what's the group inspiration thing?
Let's see. I will check that. Group inspiration? Oh, you don't worry. You don't need to. Yeah, it's just a reroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will re-roll that.
I feel like I should be the one doing this.
You probably should.
Why did you start talking? You are not the deception person.
Because you don't have to have stats in order to roleplay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because Patrick kind of feels like you'll be like, hey, can we go in there and steal some stuff?
All right. So Holly, if you want to say something, you may do so. If you do want to contribute to it, you may make your own deception check, and based on that, you will help as well. Also, Nixalotl has given an insight bonus, which I will allow you to give you a +1 to that. So that's currently a 5. Holly?
Currently 5. Okay. Hi there. Yes, we're actually helping out because there's lots of stuff going on that's kind of insane right now. And I know that it seems kind of crazy because you have a really important job to do. And I know that it's a really important job because you are probably getting paid a whole lot of money to just stand there. And that seems kind of crazy, but it's really important because if it wasn't really important, you wouldn't be getting paid a lot of money to just stand there. Am I right?
He turns around and says, I think you guys should leave. Yeah, no. The double speak does help a little bit, but this guy's pretty not overly switched on. Like, he's not any smarter than the average person, but yeah, like, evidence locker is the evidence locker. This is the vault. People don't go in, people don't go out. Unless they're accompanied by a lawyer, for example. Which you unfortunately don't have. But Nix, your insight bonus we'll let you know that there is a lawyer in town who does do very, very fine work for very cheap.
So Patrick will just clap him on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, understood. Listen, your job's your job. You take it seriously. We understand that. I know there's paperwork and stuff."
He says, "Don't touch my shoulder."
Sorry about that, but paperwork's paperwork. We'll come back when we got it.
Is the vault like closed and sealed and locked, and he's just standing in front of a locked vault, or is the vault like open for people to put stuff in?
It's like kind of like a what do you call it? Like there's a cage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically, you need a key to unlock the cage, and then you go in, and then you can come out.
Because I'm very tiny. Like, could I squeeze through the cage?
No.
Okay.
And he's, yeah. I'll just, come on, guys. Well, there's other ways to do this.
Okay, we'll come back later.
Yeah.
All right. You leave.
Yeah. Want to maintain good relationships with the guards, and violently breaking into the evidence locker. Not gonna do it.
No, let's go back home. I will ride Holly back or Penny back, because I still can't walk because the fucking rat. Sorry. The rat ripped off my Achilles tendon, and I'm still not walking correctly.
Let's not stop in the middle of the road anywhere this time, guys.
No stopping.
Straight
Just
home.
straight home.
Straight home. Straight home. Yes.
All right. You begin to make your way immediately home, not making any stops along the way. You go and you rest for the evening. It is a quiet night, a unassuming night as you rest and recover. You don't. Fido and Quinn will eventually come back, and they will tell you that they did manage to. Do what they set out to do, which I've completely forgotten what it is, but they did it. Hooray!
Someone had success.
Someone had success today. They definitely are a bit shocked to find that you're
Got eaten by rats.
Yeah, that you got eaten by rats. Mostly now they're terrified of rats. They actually go around and they actually check all the doors and walls and just to make sure, like okay, are we clear? Is this good? Like, oh my god, like there are giant rats in the city. But yeah, you clean up. You clean it up pretty good. All right. The next morning creeps in, and our heroes find themselves once again enjoying a light breakfast before the day's activities.
All right. Well, Patrick's gonna want to have a quick sidebar conversation with Holly about the concept of TMI.
But
so
we're supposed to help the guards. That's what we did.
We are supposed to help the guards, but we are also supposed to keep ourselves in their good graces. And if there's information that is not necessary for them to know, we don't need to tell them.
But that was necessary for them to know, because that family might have known about the cannibals. The guards need to know about the cannibals.
Right, and we told them about the cannibals. But what we did not need to say was, hey, he told us to just give you this knife and let him go.
Why not?
Because they don't need to know that. It's absolutely unnecessary.
Why not?
What they need to know is that we found that they were chopping people up and giving up their bodies, and that they were funded by someone who was very high up in the nobility of the town. And that's the important information.
But
How
what
we
is it-
necessarily, because they don't even know how we get the information. In fact, they don't want to know how we get the information.
They want to keep it off the books.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense. They're the guards. They need all the information.
No,
But they
they
will
need
still
the
gain-
information. They need the
They will-
information that they can use to do what they need to do, but they don't need to necessarily know how that information was got, because sometimes that can make problems worse. And maybe they can't use that information if it was not necessarily gotten through the right methods. When we are not necessarily the right methods, Holly.
How are we
That's
not
why
the
we're
right-
not guards.
We're
Are
the
we
heroes.
guards?
We're the heroes. We're the good guys.
So yes,
Good guys,
exactly.
yes.
But are we guards?
No, we're the good guys.
Right, we're not guards, so we can do things that the guards are not allowed to do. But if we tell the guards that we do things that they're not allowed to do, then when they bring people to court, they have to mention that. And that can cause the bad guys to get let go sometimes.
That doesn't make sense.
That's what the law is like sometimes, because so
It's
here's the
what's
thing, Holly.
considered loopholes.
Yeah. There's
I don't-
loopholes, but there's also things that are in place that are meant to protect people who don't have the same resources that the rich do. And unfortunately, the rich will take advantage of that. And they're better at using those protections that are not necessarily meant for them.
That doesn't make sense.
See, we're not going to be able to make it make sense to you. Just understand it's the way it is here. It may not be the way it is where you're from, but that's the way it is here. Trust me. I know. I've lived among these people. I've been shunned from these people simply because of who I am.
That's not
And
right.
it doesn't need to be right. It is what it is. And you've got to learn to work within it. So if there's certain things that the captain doesn't want to know about, like how we use this money or whether we acquire any evidence that maybe should not go missing, we don't need to tell them. We need to get that without her knowing so that she can say that she didn't know if anyone asks her. I didn't know they did that. But it keeps them protected and it keeps us protected. And we're allowed to be the good guys. So, do you at least, at the very least, when I make the face that I made before, if you ever see me doing that again, that means stop talking.
I can do that.
Okay. And if you need a hand signal or something from me to let you know when you are going into TMI territory, we'll figure that out and we'll use that and that'll be our signal.
Okay.
Or stop talking. All right, that's great. Let's finish breakfast.
Sounds good.
All right.
After a hearty conversation, Dante, you're kind of like eating like a big bowl of kind of like cereal, kind of like as this is going on, just crunch, crunch, crunch.
Staring intently.
Yeah, it's a very interesting concept, and it's by the way, it's very to a degree super real. All right, what is your next course of action? How are you going to proceed from here?
Well, I think maybe we can try and investigate that lawyer.
Oh yeah, the lawyer is roll a percentage for me. Actually, audience, roll a percentage! Exclamation D100. Let's see how well Patrick knows
Get
this
the
lawyer.
audience more into this.
Well, I'm assuming that when Quinn would know some people who could help too.
Yeah, that's true. 78%. All right, 78%. Yeah, you're reasonably familiar with this guy. He's a bit of like people call him an ambulance chaser. You know, he's kind of like a bit of a shyster. He, you know, like he does his job well, but you know, like he's got like 6 different jobs. You know what I mean? Like it's like yeah, you get the sort. Like he's definitely not a you know front bench kind of like we're gonna win your case come hell or high water. It's more of a I'm gonna get as much money out of you as I can, and as soon as that runs out, I'm gone. You know. He's that sort of lawyer.
So I think you know, given the time, we may want to consult with the rest of our party once they return as to our next steps.
Nah, you guys can keep going. You'll be fine. Make a decision. They have to live with it.
No, given the time, it's 10:30 here.
I know. We're gonna wrap up. I need to introduce this. I need to either introduce a guy or end on a cliffhanger.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go talk to this guy then.
Let's go talk to the lawyer.
All right. Cool. As you make your way across the town, you eventually come to a small, crummy place that seems to be above a fishery in the docks. The smell of like fish guts and the like is putrid.
Ah, yes, fish again.
And you can see that in the like there's like a sign that's been scratched out that says fried offal, half price. It's kind of been scratched off, and in its place it says lawyer, but it says lawyer like spelt wrong, like LOREYER, lawyer.
Trust me, guys. I've heard good things about him. He'll be able to get us what we need. Don't pay attention to that. Obviously, he didn't make it himself. You know.
Or was in a rush.
Yeah, you discount sign making. Sometimes they lowball you and then they try and upcharge you on fixing it. So sometimes you got to live with the results.
I could make a better sign than this, and I don't make signs.
That might be something that we could discuss as part of if he asks us for any sort of payment, we could offer to make him a new sign.
Okay. As you enter the door basically falls off its hinges, and looking behind the door is. Let's make him a little bit bigger here. A tiny goblin with a bright red suit covered in dirt and fish guts that seems to carry what looks to be a large scroll with him. He wears a beret on his head and has glasses. And he says, new customers. What was that? Did that door fall off when you opened the door? Oh, don't worry. I'll find out who the facility manager is, and I'll make sure that landlord pays through the teeth for any harm that has been done to you. Do you have any splinters, cuts, wounds, bruises? Do you feel slightly traumatized? He says as he climbs up Padraig's shirt to, like, look at him uncomfortably close in the face to inspect to see if he's got any facial damage. Yes,
I am feeling slightly traumatized right now.
I knew it! He jumps off, and he makes his way to his desk. He begins to, like, pull out piles of paper. He starts to rifle around. It's like, where is that form? Where is that form? He throws a fish out of the drawer. It's still alive. As he then jumps up onto the table and he says, "Aha!" Fish. What do you say to this individual?
I say immediately, "Hi, how are you doing?" And I say it in Goblin.
He turns around and says, "I'm sorry, I don't speak fairy." As he turns around and keeps rifling through the papers.
I'm very sad.
Sorry, he's Galtese. He doesn't actually speak Goblin.
Took me.
That's like literally walking into a Chinese restaurant and ordering in Chinese, and it's like, no, this is pho. We are Vietnamese. So,
Oh, he's so upset right now. You don't understand.
all right, Patrick, anything?
I'm gonna let him know. You know, we may have some work for you.
Work? He looks around. He closes the window. He basically like shuts these blinds up. He throws the fish
thank
into
goodness, none of it
into a
falls
bin.
over.
And he leans over the desk and you watch as he does like that Mr. Burns, like kind of like his hands crossed over. He leans onto his fingers and he says, "Well, how can I help?"
While they're doing this, Dante is actually going to fix the door with mending.
The door is fixed. But that is where we're going to end today's session, as you are in a negotiation with this character, who, by the way, is none other than the infamous, the one and only La Rouge. He is a lawyer. He is also not a lawyer. He is everything. La Rouge is a master of disguise and can do literally everything. He just shows up and, yeah, is just apparently just La Rouge in a disguise. So, yeah, this is Lawyer La Rouge. And I hope you guys like the mini, because it's a Hero Forge mini, which I made literally as we were talking about him. Thank you to Australis for reminding me of La Rouge so that I could use him for today's thing. And of course, give our players a really good means of getting into the vault. So hopefully we'll see all that come to fruition next week. Now, normally we do favorite moments and stuff like that, but we are running over time. So we are going to bounce away right now. No, why are you like that? Okay, hold on. I need to do this. Go here, reload. There it is. All right. There it is. And let's see who is now out and about doing stuff for us to raid. Ooh, looks like Scarlet's doing some stuff. Looks like Lord Gazumba's doing some stuff. Let's raid Lord Gazumba, because he is playing with none other than one of my idols in the D&D space. This is none other than writer, author, and amazing content creator. Well, I say content creator, amazing, like he's like the Godfather, one of the Godfathers of one of the major elements to Dungeons and Dragons, and that is none other than Ed Greenwood. Ed Greenwood was one of the prolific authors behind the Forgotten Realms and the like. He is the brainchild and character inspiration of Elminster the Wizard, one of my favorite wizard characters. So yeah, we're going to go check them out. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm trying to outrun my sneeze. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you had a great time. My name is Mike. I'm the Devil's Gamer. I run a whole bunch of games here on the D&D channel. Come and check us out tomorrow when we're on WSD 20 for none other than Rime of the Frost Maiden. Later on this week, Wednesday, we're back with Hero Forge Legendary, because we are back to our regular schedule. Then Wednesday, we've got Curse of Strahd late in the evening. Friday, we've got... what do we got on Friday? Friday, we've got... Ruby Phoenix, which is going to be awesome. Saturday, Strange Aeons, where we're coming very, very close to the finale of Strange Aeons. Then Sunday, we're going to be back again with our continued prologue of the Twitch Plays adventure of City of Mist. Thank you, guys. Be sure to follow, tip your waitress, and till we meet again, as always, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.